Hello, great people. Yes, you are welcome to today's live session. So, guys, we want to get into what we have for today quickly. So, you can see this headline because this Mr. Bayo Onanuga's tweet against Peter Obi has still been trending. I mean, people just keep reacting to because you need to see what this man wrote about Peter Obi. You need to read the tweet yourself. This is not just that he said Peter Obi should be blamed. You need to go read the tweet word for word for you to understand that these people are out for something else. I mean, people were thinking that Buhari was the worst of the worst. But guess what? These people are just proving that they are even worse than Buhari. No doubt Buhari said Nigerians were going to miss him, and you can see it really happening. So this was one of the tweets that this man made, during after the election and all what happened in Lagos. This was what he said. I owe no one apology for ethnic slur against Igbos. They are threats to Yorubas. That is his name, Bayo Onanuga. So, guys, this is what somebody who represents a government, somebody who speaks for a president who is meant to unify the people, a president who is supposed to come and bring Nigerians together. This is his spokesperson. And this is one of the things he said against, a certain ethnic group. And you tell me that this government will be fair to everybody in Nigeria. It's not possible. So many people are now reacting to the exact tweet that he tweeted. Don't forget that even Dangote himself has embarked on his own protest because it appears they want to squeeze him and squeeze the refinery he built recently. And do you know what? Dangote is boiling. He's really boiling at the moment. He has come out to tell Nigerians that he paid 10 sorry, let me not get it wrong, $100 million to acquire land in Lagos State. $100 million. Somebody was even reacting to that tweet and say, why would he even pay in dollars? Nigerians. And another person said, was there any trace of this money in the Lagos treasury? Or somebody just pocketed this money? Who did he pay that money to? How? Oh my God. Nigerians, anyway, we will get to that. But I tell you, this government is not even showing that they want this country to move forward. Because with this bigotry that we are seeing, it is really getting out of hand. Before we get into that tweet, take a look at this reaction coming from ex-Governor Fayoshe's younger brother.
Our government, they are blaming Peter Obi for the protests. You know Miss Lai Mohammed, as bad as Buhari government bad reach, Lai Mohammed will still come out and defend this government, but and defend Buhari's government. But you see people that are handling this government information, from information minister to SA to all of them. They don't know work at all. Country are saying things are hard, which they can feel. Their neighbor can feel it. Their driver can feel it. They know things are hard, even if they are not in that position as minister or SA or anything. They too will be among us, the wallers, where with the say things are hard. And they know the truth. Instead to confront the truth, Nigeria needs restructuring so the country can move forward. You are there saying that Peter Obi, they organize, now Peter Obi. If you arrest Peter Obi, it will make your matter worse. The best thing is to look at the way to change the system. Give us new constitution that can accommodate all these problems. But if you are saying that Peter Obi na labor, you now go lose.
They are already losing. They are already losing because it came as a shock to everybody, wondering if this government does not exist in Nigeria. Does it mean the hunger people are talking about, they think it's a child's play? They think it's a joke. Anyway, let me read what Mr. Bayo Onanuga tweeted. He said, revealed Peter, let me carry you along. I think I have that tweet here so that I just hope you'll be able to read along. I'm reading from my phone here, and it says, revealed Peter Obi's supporters are the people planning mayhem in Nigeria. Obi should be held responsible for anarchy. Don't be fooled. The malcontent planning to stage nationwide protests as supporters of Peter Obi, they failed presidential candidates of the Labour Party. They are calling Peter Obi, they failed. Peter Obi that won this election, and they bought it the way they bought it. With all the rigging that people have been coming out, even from Rivers State, so many people have come out to say they wrote results. They know how they won in Rivers State. And he's coming out to tell Nigerians that Peter Obi is a failed. Okay, now they've snatched power, they've grabbed power, they've run with it, but they don't know what to do with the power now. You can see how it's backfiring when people are not ready for leadership. Let me continue. So I continue from where I stopped. He said, don't be fooled. The malcontent planning this to stage nationwide protests as supporters of Peter Obi, the failed presidential candidate of the Labour Party, and he should be held responsible for whatever crisis emanates from the action. You can see Peter Obi should be held responsible for any action that emanates from that. The protest planners are also the same people who were instigated by IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu to launch the destructive NSAS protest. So it was the IPOBs now that were involved in the NSAS protest. Nigerians, how can a presidential spokesman come out to begin to make all these kind of unfounded, statements? Now it is no longer Nigerians who were tired of the SARS policemen and all their harassment, their maltreatment, and all that. It is no longer the Nigerian youths. It's now IPOB, people who are in a kind of Peter Obi sympathizers. That's how he's trying to term it. Nigerians, have you seen this kind of thing before? This is what somebody wrote and posted it on a platform like X, Twitter. That's where he posted this. You just keep wondering if this country can ever be united. You can see the ethnic attachment that is going on here. So he continued and said, sorry, I'm putting on glasses. My eyes, I used to have difficulty. IPOK Nnamdi Kanu to launch the destructive NSAS protest in Nigeria in October 2020. NSAS began as a genuine protest by the youths against the police special anti-robbery squad, notorious for its high-handedness. IPOB members planning to extradite the southeast region from Nigeria infiltrated the protest and hijacked it for their own agenda. Lagos still bears the scars of the malicious destruction by IPOB elements until today. So, guys, the IPOB, do they operate in Lagos? Even if they were the ones, that spearheaded it. Okay, he said they infiltrated the protest. Do they exist in Lagos? I don't know if the agitation is going on in Lagos. I know it's in the southeast. How come the IPO members are now being attached, that Peter Obi is used them during the NSAS to cause mayhem? Now, Peter Obi is still using them again to plan protests, meaning that they don't even know that Nigerians are hungry. That is even the worst part of it. So you can see what these people are saying. He even went further to say 2 years after NSAS, the IPOB and the gullible innocent joined the Labour Party in 2020 to support Peter Obi, a sympathizer of their cause. So the IPOB people are the people that joined Labour Party so that they can, from there, support Peter Obi. It is no longer obedience that supported Peter Obi. It is the IPOB people that supported Peter Obi. Nigerians, This tweet, you need to go to Twitter yourself, take your time, type his name. You will see it there. And you just take your time to analyze what a presidential spokesman comes out to write on a platform like Twitter. And one keeps wondering what has gone wrong with the mentality of these people. It's like once you join the APC or you get into power, you just get intoxicated. And that is just what we are seeing. He even went ahead to say, they are the people spreading the hashtag end bad government. That is the IPOBs, the supporters of Peter Obi who joined the Labour Party. It is no longer Nigerians, it is no longer Nigerian youths who are tired of the hunger, the prices of things that are spiking every day. It is now IPOB who are the ones spearheading this end bad government hashtag that is trending on Twitter. He said Tinubu must, okay. He said they are the people spreading the hashtag end bad government. Tinubu must go. Revolution 2024. They are not talking about Showore, who has been tweeting revolution right from time. Showore has been on this Peter Obi has not even made any statement. He has only come out to, disassociate himself after they started laying blame on him. He came out to tell them he doesn't know anything about the protest. But we know Showore has been on the social media, especially on Twitter. He tweets in a day, he can tweet how many times on this topic. Shehu Kuti has been on this, calling on Nigerians to come out and protest. The very dark man has been telling Nigerians, come out. Not only that, even military men in anonymous form have come out to tell Nigerians, please, we need this protest. Go and protest because we ourselves, we are suffering, but we don't know how to say it. When we speak, you will be captured, you will be arrested, you will be kept behind bars. And now every blame, this man did not even push one blame to any other person, but to Peter Obi, who is now using IPOB. Nigerians, this is why, on this my channel, I don't like to talk about, secession. I don't want to say we want to go Biafra. We want to be on our own. No, I prefer, to be a united Nigerian. Let's be together. But you see, statements like this are enough to change somebody's mentality. Will just change your the way you reason, the way you think. Honestly, these are the people pushing Nigerians to the wall. These are the people making us to hate one another. We saw even in Lagos, Peter Obi won, even in Tinubu's area. Peter Obi, the Yorubas, not only the Igbos in Lagos, the Yorubas equally voted for Peter Obi. But these politicians are the ones making us to hate ourselves. So you can imagine him linking Peter Obi together with IPOB, saying they are the ones planning, organizing this protest. They should be held, Peter Obi should be held responsible for using IPOB, to achieve this protest that is going to be happening soon. Instead of them to tell Nigerians that they are afraid, they are panicking, please come, let's talk. Place your demand on the table. Let's address it. Instead of them to come out, that's how a father should behave. If your child is protesting against you, you want to know reasons and make some promises to calm that child down. Instead of them to take that route, they are rather pointing accusing fingers to Peter Obi, who has been going about his normal business. That's to tell you that these people, they don't even know what governance is all about. They don't understand. It's all about negotiating. Talk to the Nigerian people. So you cannot really fathom the reason, what gave this man the guts to come out and start pointing this finger to Peter Obi and linking Peter Obi with IPOB, that they're the ones, that spearheaded NSAS. Now they want to spearhead this one. How can you reconcile these two things? Nigerians, all of you were in Nigeria when all this answers of a thing happened. How can you then come out today to say that, oh, it's Peter Obi or it's not Peter Obi? That's to tell you that they don't even know what they are doing. Okay, this post now is saying that Tinubu once protested. This is nationwide protest. Tinubu's old post supporting attack on government resurfaces online when he was encouraging those that came out to protest and all that. So these people, even yesterday, I shared with you guys what this Bayo Onanuga said during Jonathan's government, how he supported protests against Jonathan. He called Jonathan's all kinds of names. He said all kinds of things about Jonathan. And today, he is now hating protests. They no longer believe that protest is a means for the people to come out to air their grievances, to air their opinions, to say how it is with them. It is constitutional. It is your right. It is legal for you to embark on a protest, provided you follow the right way. You don't go and turn things into violence, and you protest peacefully. You air your view. You stage your anger. This is it. But they don't want us to protest. They just want us to keep quiet and keep supporting the government, even when they know that they have failed. That is the Nigeria for you. And I tell you, this protest is going to happen, whether they like it or not.
Really guaranteed to give results, going by what we've seen in the past. Would you consider those protests successful? And will such protests be successful like we've seen in other climes like Kenya, for example?
There is no alternative to protest. I think that is just the truth of the matter.
Yes.
We are dealing with people that are intentionally deaf. We are dealing with people that are deliberately blind to the voices of our people and to the collective suffering of the Nigerian masses. So when the question is asked, that is protest the solution? You can also ask, it's a rhetorical question. Because if protest is not the solution, what is the solution? Are we going to go to the National Assembly? We are not lawmakers. Those
right, like Joy said, writing letters, engaging with lawmakers.
Who are you going to write the letter to? Are you going to write a letter to people who don't even have the time to read? Because if they have the time to read, they should be conversant with the problems of the country. And what is the debate even about? It took protests to end colonialism. It took protests to end military rule. It took protests to end apartheid in South Africa. It took protests to even bring the APC to power. In 2012, the whole country was shut down for 2 weeks. President Tinubu supported it. Those who are in this government supported it. So there is no alternative to protest. It is a democratic means of civic engagement. When people are not heard, they have the right to come out. And it's not a localized matter. Whether it's in the US, we see people protest for all sorts of things. Protest is a global phenomenon. We don't have an alternative to protest. Particularly, 1 year has passed. Nigerians have been patient. We've given the president 1 year. Because it's not just about
so
the president.
Nigerians need answers now. And one way to listen to a government, in your own words, that is deliberately deaf and blind, is to hit the streets. I'll move over to...
Yes, protest is very, very instrumental, in changing the way these leaders think. Is a very important tool. Because what else are you going to do? If you tweet now, they will say, oh, you want to take over the government and charge you for treason. The only thing is for you to come out. Other countries, go to Bangladesh, just go to YouTube and type Bangladesh. The students there are protesting. They are protesting because of a law that I think the Court of Appeal or the Supreme Court there ruled on, that is denying the citizens job opportunity, giving job opportunity to a particular group of people, just like what we see in Nigeria. You go to NNPC, you see all the relatives to all these are politicians. They are the ones in the NNPC. You go to Central Bank, you see all the relatives. During the time of Buhari, we had Buhari's wife's sister was in CBN. Currently, when Senator Ndume came to speak, we had that Senator Ndume equally have his children in NNPC, in CBN, and other choice agencies. So all these big companies, they belong to these politicians and their children. They are the ones getting the biggest of the salary, getting the biggest of the allowances. They don't want Nigerians to breed. Despite this hunger, the president even embarked on purchasing a new private jet. Despite we don't have enough resources, we saw Wike saying, oh, he wants to finish building presidential lodge for the vice president. And they said they are going to be completing other projects. Can you imagine? when Nigerians can't eat, Nigerians can't go to sleep with food in their stomach. These are our leaders. They are just wasting the little resources. I don't know if you heard that the president's wife recently traveled. Do you know how much she spent in that travel? Do you know how much? Google it on Google. Just Google it for you to see the amount of money, despite the fact that her office is unconstitutional. The constitution does not capture her office, but she uses the money because they feel we have it. They rush and borrow so that our children, even the unborn children, to how many generations are to be paid, are going to pay this money. The much we can pay, they will keep paying. These people are just after borrowing. Tell me what they've used all the money they've borrowed under this Tinubu's administration to do. What achievements? The schools are not working. Okay, there was a headline I saw yesterday. That headline says Tinubu's government, Rufai tweeted that. He said Tinubu suspends plan to increase school fees, despite the fact that school fees have already been increased. So they still want to increase it. You see, they want to increase it again. Now, because of this protest, they've suspended it. That was yesterday. You can go to Rufai's profile and check his tweets. So these are the kind of people we are dealing with. Okay, Tinubu is planning to add more to the budget for the 2024 budget, and there is no money to fund it. Do you know what? He has this CBN has ordered banks to bring in all the money in dormant accounts should be sent to them. Money, assuming you are a Nigerian and you've been staying abroad for a long time, you've not gone to Nigeria and you have money in your bank account, you might end up losing that money. For those who do not have like the BVN, you can't operate your bank account back there in Nigeria. You may lose the money should this really work. This is one of the latest development in Nigeria. And now they are telling banks to charge this, to charge that, so that they'll be able to fund the supplementary that they want to add to the original budget. That is what we are saying. Peter Obi keep telling them that the only way forward is to make Nigerians productive, make people work. They are not thinking of sending the IDPs back to their villages to go back to the farm. They are not thinking of stopping the insecurity that has scared people away from their farms. They are not, nobody is thinking, no creativity. No, that is just it. No, there's this image I would have loved to share with you guys, but I don't have it here. Somebody tweeted that image today, showing the Western world, their leaders, very slim and looking more professional, then showing Nigerian leaders with pot belly. Because nobody's thinking, you just sit down, they look. This is the biggest challenge we have in Nigeria. We don't have creative minds in government. If we were to be countries like Indonesia that came to Nigeria, took our palm nut seed and went to their country, now they are the biggest exporters. They took our cassava, now they are the biggest exporters. Countries like the Netherlands that has little to no land, they are the ones making billions of dollars from revenue that they generate from agriculture. But Nigeria is sitting on a very large mass of land, and we are not doing anything with those. That is the biggest challenge that we have. So let me read out the demand that Nigerians are demanding, for this protest, what they want this government to do. I came across this on Twitter. So let me read it out so that you get idea of what Nigerians want. You might also go ahead to say your opinion if you think these demands are okay, or should there be additional ones to be added or to be removed from what we have here. They say revert petrol pump price to 100 naira per liter, combat insecurity and hunger, close all IDP camps. Nigerians, this is the one that beats my heart every day. Honestly, my heart melts. Even today, as I was going to somewhere, I was just thinking about those, living in the IDP camps. How are they coping at this point where even the rich are crying? How are those in the IDP camps? Remember, they've left their communities. This one is not go to the backyard and get pepper. No, you can't even go to your farm to plant so that in 6 months' time you can harvest. No, they are just there dependent from morning to night. If they see food, they eat. They don't see food. Some of them can't even go to school again. I mean, their children. And you can imagine their future is gone. So I really love it that they capture these IDP camps. It says number 2, combat insecurity and hunger, close all IDP camps and resettle the campers, to resettle them, take them back to their communities, remove these Fulanis who have come from neighboring countries, to dispose our people, displace them, and then they have now taken over their community. I think this one for me is like my best, my favorite demand of all these demands. So the third one says total electoral reform and an independent probe into the electoral budget of 355 billion naira. Can imagine. A whole lot is happening in this country. Nigerians, you see, when Buhari came in, he said he was going to fight corruption to a standstill. And we thought a human being was talking. What happened? His government ended up being the worst in terms of corruption. Now, this government has come in. They've not even made any statement on how to block the leakages. No doubt they will tell us that the Ministry for Humanitarian Affairs did this ministry did this, that ministry did this. This other day, they were questioning the Minister for Women. They were questioning her about money that the ministry used that was not captured. So the leakages are there. They are comfortable with the leakages because they know they will definitely find another borrower that will borrow them money. Nigerians will pay and pay till eternity. That's just the translation, of what their character is all about. Their action is even speaking more than their voices. Number 4, say immediate release of all NSAS protesters still in detention. Nigerians, it is worrisome. It is worrisome that people that came out to say the SARS, we know that special anti-robbery squad, whatever. People that came out to say their action towards Nigerian youths are not good. They are still in detention. But guess what? The bandits, when they are arrested, they are released. The kidnappers, when they are arrested, they are released. We saw the Zamfara State Commissioner of Police that came out to lament that the arrested bandits, they discovered that a lawmaker was involved, a community head was involved, and a lawmaker, a state lawmaker, was among the bandits arrested. Then the governor of Zamfara State himself came out and said they arrested bandits, handed them over to security agents. They took them to Abuja, but he just got information that they've been bailed. They've been bailed, Nigerians. Nigerians, they've been bailed. Then those who protested during NSAS are still held in detention. There was a country. There was a country in this nation. There was a country. We can't grow this way. No doubt investors are not coming. No doubt Tinubu himself has been going out saying he's going to woo investors. How many of them came? They will promise they will not come. How many of them came? These are some of the things people are looking at. These are the things people are looking at. Even the person that is saying about electoral reform, it's not even a matter of reforming all those reforms that they used to make, but who is going to adhere to it? Who is going to adhere to it? The INEC chairman told us that the beavers will be used, the IREF will be used, this one will be used, and then finally the judiciary said those things don't matter. These are the things investors are looking at. They are looking at our elections. They are looking at our judiciary. Do we have a strong, independent judiciary that is not manipulated or influenced? These are the things people look at. But we don't. Let's be realistic. We don't. And tomorrow they tell us they want to go and look for investors. They want Nigerians should stop demarketing Nigeria on the social media. Don't demarket your country. It's not by demarketing. The world now is a global village. Everybody is seeing what is happening in Nigeria. Let's try to do things rightly. The fifth one is implementation of living wage, at least 300K. This is fair. NLC has quickly gone to collect 70K. Tell me, this NLC is not a strong force, honestly. 70K. When you buy a bag of rice, the money don't finish. You might not even find money to transport yourself back home from the market. That is what NLC is collecting for their workers. 70K Nigerians. Number 6 says compulsory free education from primary to secondary school. Education grant at tertiary level. This one is very genuine because Nigeria is not just known as the headquarters of poverty, it's also known as a country that leads the way in terms of, how many children that are out of school. When you go to the north, you have a whole lot of them. And you see these politicians from the north, they are not even helping the matter, because I believe if they are really patriotic, they would have come together, establish a foundation that people can even be donating. It may not even be their money, be donating in that foundation, and they use it to fund education for these children. Peter Obi said, even if they are in Almajiri school, you can still capture them from there. You can go there and teach them skills instead of giving them plastic plates and they are roaming about the street. Tomorrow, Boko Haram will easily lure them, they will join, and then they keep terrorizing Nigeria. So the insecurity is not ending anytime soon, like you can see. Number 6 says compulsory free ed. Okay, we've talked on that. Number 7, children of all public office holders must attend public schools in the country. I think this one is good because as you see them sitting in the Senate, their children are not in Nigeria or House of Assembly. They are all outside the country. If any of them is in Nigeria, they are all in private schools. So they don't even have a taste of what you, an ordinary Nigerian, is going through. They don't ply your roads. They don't follow the roads in Nigeria. They fly. You don't have money to fly. They are disconnected from the reality. No doubt they are blaming Peter Obi because they don't know what Nigerians are going through. That is just what we are seeing. And number 8 says government must patronize made in Nigerian goods, which is also good, made in Nigeria goods. Number 9, transition to a unicameral legislature. And number 10, judicial and constitutional reform. So guys, these are some of the demands Nigerians are making. These are the things we are going to be presenting on the table for them to look into. But I tell you, there is no going back in this protest, like you can see, because it is long overdue. There is no other language these people understand, if not the language of protest. And that is why, like you heard Barrister Effiong speaking, he said that's the only language they understand. There is nothing else you can do that will make this government to change their mind or their stance in terms of giving Nigerians better governance or dividends of democracy, if not for you to go and protest. So guys, like we just said that Dangote is equally protesting. And like you can say, Dangote came out to say that they paid $100 million, not even in Naira, for land in Lagos State, where his refinery is sited. They paid this amount of money. Oh my God. In dollar, not in Naira, not in our currency. These are the people destroying the Nigerian economy. Tomorrow now, they will start looking for who and who is destroying Nigerian economy. Before I even forget, they arrested P Square, the second of P Square. Let me check. I think I have that image. Look at it. EFCC arrested this guy. Tell me why. It's all about ethnicity, and I mean him being an Igbo. He supported Peter Obi. They arrested him and left. What's the name of the Kogi State governor? That they said they can't lay hold on him. They don't know his whereabouts. They left him. What about Edu, the former minister? She's on suspension. Nobody has come up to tell us the report, the investigation. What did they come up with? These are young Nigerians. Tell me, can they do this to Davido? Let's be realistic, Nigerians. I love Davido. I really love, naturally. See, I love him. I love him being a kind-hearted person who listens to the poor. He helps Nigerians. That aspect of him, I really love it, But they can't do this to him. This is also a musician like him. Guess what? They can't do this to him. So EFCC picked up this guy and he has come out to say, see, my hands are clean. I make money from my music. I don't have any other source of income. Just good music is what is giving me money. You might trace this headline and go and read it more on the website. So this is what we are saying, that we have leaders, when they see the right way, they live the right way and follow the wrong way. These are not the problem of Nigerians of Nigeria. These people, they are not our problem. They are not the reason why the economy is collapsing. No, you are chasing the wrong people. No wonder you keep getting wrong results. Chase the right people. Who are those siphoning our money? All the money this current administration has borrowed, what have they used it for? Point one achievement that the Tinubu's government has achieved. One, today they will tell us student loan is going to kick off next week. Before you know it, they'll tell you they've suspended student loan. Before you know it, they'll tell you that student loan is coming up again. Before you, that is just ups and down, taking Nigerians for granted. Now they went for this Paul Okoye. Tell me why the EFCC will go after him. Anyway, they've released him and he came out to say this, that he's not a thief, that he makes good music gives him money. Possibly they've investigated him and seen that his hands are clean, so they released him. But guess what? These are not the people they should be going after. People have said, okay, this government is prosecuting MFLA. What have they done to Buhari, who approved every action that MFLA took? Anyway, that's Nigeria for you. So, like you can see that Dangote himself is not having a good time with this government. That they've pushed him to the wall, so he had to open up. That he paid $100 million to this government. I mean, to the Lagos state government. So, Nigerians, this is a big money. In case you don't know, you can just times it by 1.5. For you to know how much we are talking about. This is a big amount of money. And people have been saying that, wow, Dangote, okay, this one you cannot say. That's actually what somebody tweeted, that Dangote has already started his own protest because people feel, the government is trying to frustrate him. Okay, that was David Hundeyin that said it. You can go to this website, Parafact. It says that Dangote has started his own protest already. That's coming from David Hundeyin. That Dangote is already protesting because it's no longer funny, under this administration, what Dangote is seeing. Honestly, we all know that, yes, Dangote is having that monopoly over, some goods in the market. But nevertheless, this government should do things in a way that, it will not worsen the situation of the country. If they want to regulate Dangote, there's a way to do it. Don't just come out and say Dangote's fuel is not even of quality. The one that is being imported is better. Okay, Dangote, the House of Assembly members went to Dangote's refinery. They went there to make some, little investigation, and they went and bought fuel from different petrol stations and brought it there for test. They tested it and saw that Dangote's diesel or petrol, whichever, is even better than the ones that were imported. That they just did a random pick from different fuel stations. So it means that something fishy is happening against Dangote. Somebody is just trying to spoil his business, which I will not support. Although he's a northerner, we all are Nigerians. Let's call it spade a spade. If they feel he's monopolizing, the market, there's a way to do things and open up the market for other people, other competitors to come in. It should be done rightly. But for you to do you know how much he spent building this refinery? $20 billion. Nigerians, that money, you please don't convert it, because if you convert it to naira, you may be shocked. That money is a huge amount of money. And they are giving this man sleepless nights now. If he should be frustrated, that might be the end of Dangote. We don't pray for that. We don't. Let them do things the right way. Let them do things. If they want to bring in more people into the market, they should. But don't destroy the one that is existing, because know-how is going to affect so many lives. So, guys, that is it. That's the Nigeria for you. That's the Nigeria we are living in today. And you can see that this was the tweet that was tweeted by the head of the regulatory body that sees to this oil and diesel market. He was saying that Dangote is monopolizing the market and the quality of their whatever is not okay and all that. Though Dangote has come out to speak on that and has told Nigerians that they even have the highest of the quality. That if you go to other places, they write it in paper, they bribe to write for them that their own is of quality. But because he is doing his own genuinely, they are now coming after him. So, guys, that's it. I don't know what you make of what all this happening in Nigeria. I don't know what you think of the state of things in Nigeria. This is Tinubu's government. They went to Yobe State to a kind of engage with the youths on agriculture. Immediately they left, they began to tear their banner and their poster. People are angry. Nigerians are angry. People are very, very angry. But this government don't care. They don't care. They don't want to know. If you talk, you become an enemy to them. Like you've seen them pointing accusing fingers to Peter Obi when Peter Obi has not even said anything. Not to talk of when he comes out and says something now, they will capitalize on that. They will hold on that and say, DSS, go and pick him up. Go and pick him up. Every time he's go and pick Peter Obi up. And also, like we talked about the corruption in this country. Tinubu has sent a trailer of rice to some state governors to share. But I want to share with you a video that is coming from that bag of rice that they've given to various state governors. Take a look at this.
Where you are watching, North Front. I'm Jobiola Oluwaritimi, the chairman, Nigeria Association of Refrigeration and Air Conditioning Practitioners. A few days ago, I was called upon that the state government or federal government or whatever, I don't know which one I can call it, that they are distributing palliative. I should come and receive for my members. I was speechless when I got there. Come and see what I saw. Please remove this. Somebody should have it. Can you see by yourself? Can you see this is maize? This is maize. Can you see it? Can the whole world see it? And this is rice. Look at the rice as well. And I want to tell you that we even paid for this. They collected money to convey this. And this quality you are seeing here is for a member that is almost about 300 practitioners under me in Akure South and Akure North. And I don't know how I will go about this, giving it to them. I just want to appeal to the state government and even the federal government. They should please leave us alone. We don't want all this issue of food palliative to be distributed again. This is cruel. This is purely inhuman. This is wickedness. They should please leave us alone. And I know by the special grace of God, very soon, the Lord is going to take us out from all this suffering. Amen. And that is it. Ohun tí mo sọ fún àwọn èèyàn mi ni pé ẹ jọ̀ọ́ lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta ló pè mí tó ń sọ fún mi wípé ká wá gba palliative ká gbóúnjẹ fún àwọn èèyàn wa ṣùgbọ́n ewu tá a rí bẹ̀ ni mo ti ṣó yín yẹn kí ìjọba kan jọ kan fi wá sílẹ̀. Náà ìwọ̀nba nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ̀ rí bí báyìí òun ni a fẹ́ pín fún almost about 300 people tó yẹ pé wà ní under mi ebi ò lè pa wá kú kí ìjọba fi wá sílẹ̀ either the state government or the federal government kan fi wá sílẹ̀. Mo bẹ̀ wọ́n Ondo state láti ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí mo bẹ̀ wọ́n kan fi wá sílẹ̀ so that lágbára Ọlọ́run gbò bá yá Ọlọ́run á yọ wá kúrò ní ọ̀fìn tá a wà á yọ wá kúrò ní wàhálà tó wà ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi àbí ẹ fẹ́ jẹ́.
So guys, you've seen it now. This is Nigeria for you. This is Nigeria. There's nothing that is not possible in this country. So they told us they've sent rice to various states. See what was given to, he said, how many members does he have under him? This is what they are going to be sharing. A section of it is corn, not even rice. So the other one is rice, the other one is corn. They put it together and they even paid to send it to them. So that is it. These are just means through which they siphon money, telling us that they've used it to buy rice for states. Giving palliative is never a remedy. Build hospitals. All this money they are wasting. Go and build good hospitals. Go to universities. Go and revive. Go to UNN and see how UNN is. This was a one-time prestigious university in Nigeria. Go and see. You won't like to send your child again to UNN. Instead of this government to look at all those, we've seen children being in class and rain, sun, will just be coming directly on them. Go and rebuild those schools. Equip the labs, make education, appealing for the Nigerian children. They don't do all that. They want to increase school fees for Nigerians and see the rise, the palliative they said they are sharing. See what they are giving. That is why we are saying that the problem of this country is corruption. And nobody is ready to, Tinubu is not ready to clean up the mess. You've seen his body language since he came into power. He has not even talked about corruption at all. He has not talked about how he's going to tackle it. Nobody is mentioning it. It means we are going to continue in this mess. That is it for you. And Nigerians are protesting.
That is what they are doing with your money. Not enough that they are stealing from our children tomorrow for lack of investment in education. They are still embezzling the retirement benefit of hardworking Nigeria, including our grandfathers. They are stealing the port, the treasury, not even leaving some coins for us to war with. Let them be out now.
So guys, that was Tinubu protesting against the Jonathan's administration. Now it has gotten to him. He's talking about them siphoning our money. Now, what is his government doing? That's the question. You know, when you are not there, these people, they will paint themselves to be saints. Now he has gotten into power. See how Nigeria is working. That is it. So let me share this video with you. This is the one of the roads. This is a road in Nigeria. This is a road that people are plying. These are politicians. You know, like I told you, they don't know what Nigerians are going through. See, this is a Nigerian road. See why? This is one of the reasons why Nigerians should protest. These are leaders. They don't care about the people. They don't. They are just there for their own selfish interests. This is a road.
Congratulations. Tinubu, see our country. Good job. Okay. Trailer don't talk to flying boats. Government to express me. Okay now. They fly, flying boats. Okay now, if you don't come up for here, you collect, oh. You go collect. Okay, they go now.
Your country, this is Nigeria.
Yeah, on they come. Global mining. It doesn't matter.
So guys, you can see it for yourself. None of these, our ministers, our senators, House of Rep members, none of them ply these rules, you know. So when you are telling them that Nigerians are suffering, they don't understand. When you tell them that Nigerians want to protest, they don't understand what you are saying. You know, that's why they are saying Peter Obi is the one organizing the protest, because they don't know what you are going through. If Tinubu passes through this road, he will repair this road. But guess what? He can't. He can't. He has even gotten a new private jet. Do you know how much that private jet cost? Now that they've bought it, they are going to park it at the airport. Do you know how much they pay per day parking this private jet? Both the ones that are working and the ones that are not working. They will be paying for it. This is your country. This is the country we live, Nigerians. This is it. So when we are saying that Nigerians are angry, you get to understand that Nigerians are really angry, and we can't just afford to just keep watching this country sliding. Like you can see, look at the road people are flying on. Before these trailers will get to their destination, assuming they are carrying food items, those food items will just be destroyed, you know, they will be destroyed. But that is what we are seeing. Nigerians are angry. We are angry at this protest.
Jonathan, red. Buhari, red. Tinubu, red. $1 is now 1.5. Bag of rice now 80k. Bag of cement 50k. Pet of Barry 3k. Liter of oil now 1k. Wetin happen? Kilo day. Wetin happen? Kilo shele. He don red o. He don red. He don red o. He don red. Red, yada. Redest. Red, yada. Redest.
So guys, I'm really happy that even the Yorubas, they are really the ones, most of them are speaking up, because they've come to realize that Tinubu just used the Milocon slang to deceive them. You know, he used the Milocon to understand that honestly, it's no longer it's not our turn. It's just the turn, Tinubu's turn, and the few people he feels is his own inner caucus is their turn, not the turn of the entire Yorubas. Anyway, like I've said, the protest is going to continue, but like we've also been told, the very dark man to made a video telling Nigerians to be very careful. They should make sure they are peaceful. Nobody should provoke the security agents. Let's be peaceful. Everybody is going to come out, but we are being encouraged to make sure that the protest is peaceful.
I saw a video of some military troops entering Lagos in respect of the protest. And I'm pretty sure they will send more because they want to scare you people from protesting, and because they are also scared. Yes, they are scared. The police are scared. The army are scared. The other security agencies are scared. And the president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself, is scared. Do you know why I say he's scared? Because no president will want his regime to be the regime where things went bad and where the country scatters. So he's pretty scared. Do you understand? But with the situation of the country, we are also scared that our future is not guaranteed anymore. See the way price of things is going up. Do you understand? See the way price of things is going up. See fuel price. Fuel price only 7 something. See price of dollars 1,600. Importation is lacking. People can no longer import. Businesses are folding. People are suffering. Prices of rice is going up. Price of food. Even Gary, what they do for Bini? Yeah. See the price of Gary. Do you understand? Things have gone bad. So there's a need to protest because it is our own constitutional right. People cannot be eating us and you expect us to fold our hands and be looking at you. No, we will not do that. Now, you people say you have carried, I see one news, they don't carry minimum wage, enter 70,000 naira. What will 70,000 naira do when fuel price is 700 naira? Let's assume that you are using 2 liters to go to work. 700 times 30 days will give you about 42,000 naira. So for 2,000 naira, come out inside there, 70,000 naira, how much will remain? Do you understand? Now you are going to buy food. If you sick, you go to hospital, you go buy. How much be drugs? Drugs don't skyrocket. Even normal malaria drug now they reach 2,000, 2,500, 3,000. Someone they even need 38,000. Do you understand? The money is small. People are suffering. Bring the fuel price down. That's the main thing. Do you understand? The protest is needed. But now this is what I want Nigerians to understand. And this is important. This protest you are seeing, right? Please. We have to be careful. I want it to be me. I will tell you people the truth. Let it be as peaceful as possible. Because even this government, when you see so, they won't use their own people against you. They'll put their people inside the midst of the protesters to scatter things. This is why I want us to be smart. Do not be the ones to trigger the government to attack. Do your protest as peaceful as possible.
Don't go and be looting. Don't go and be stoning police. Don't go and be hitting this one. Don't go and be barricading road. If you want to walk around. Don't go and block road, say you won't do protest. No. Don't be the one to trigger the government for the government to attack. Like I said, they get their own people where they will send when I then go to do all those looting and all that. Mona hold those ones down. Make they can't carry them. When I say some boys don't they go break things. Mona gather and I say catch them, hold them. Not them, be that. Do you understand? Not them. Mind you, this Kenya, you people are using as example now. Look at the situation of Kenya. Let's start with the celebrity of Kenya. If you remember this guy, it's a popular guy in Kenya. Now, this guy is even saying it. It's getting out of control. See. Now, see the many things that is happening. Please, Nigeria, I'm not getting anywhere else to go. I am not interested in going abroad. I can only live here. Do you understand? Please, the youths, please. It's not a situation where now go, they throw stone, they loot, they do this one, they go break property, they do all those things. No, we don't need that. Let them take.
Yes, we don't need that. We have to be focused. See, the only way we can change the mindset of this government is by protest. It is constitutional. It's not as if we are going against the law. It is constitutional, and that is the only language. You heard the lawyer that spoke, lawyer Barrister Effiong. He said that is the only language that these people understand. So I think this is just a very good time to make them change their stance. Let things work in Nigeria. You've seen some of the demands. One of them is to stop insecurity and make sure the people in IDP camps get back to their places, their communities. They've been displaced. It's time for them to go home so that they can go back to the farm. Most of these people are farmers because the herders don't want them to disrupt them from, grazing on their farms. So they've displaced them so that their cows can graze on these people's farm. And they've even gone ahead to take over their communities. They are now living in their communities. So taking these people back home is going to boost, these food shortages that we are experiencing. And it's also going to help to bring down the prices of things, because it's not just about the dollar that is, Naira is not stable. Also, we have food shortages. People are not going to the farm. The insecurity is really making people not to go to farm. Other places, they tell them to pay levy. By the time you finish paying levy, how much will you be left with when you've sold your goods? You will make little to no gain. These are the challenges. But guess what? Sometimes I keep wondering if Tinubu is in Nigeria or if he traveled, because there is no action to show that the president is available. Nothing is happening. Everywhere is just so quiet, as if nothing is. Even this one, people are saying protest. A sensible government is supposed to have come out to address the nation. To address at least use some good words and talk to the youths. These are youths. We saw the guy that went and climbed a telecommunication pole very high. He climbed it, whether he wants to plunge from there because of hardship. And yesterday we saw a guy in a filling station hanging himself. I don't know, you must have come across the video on Twitter. These are the realities Nigerians go through every day. Times are hard in this country, but our leaders don't even listen. That's why they are saying that it's Peter Obi that is, meaning that this hardship, Nigerians are not feeling it. Why is it that anyway, the reason is because their cars are not fueled by their money. They use the taxpayers' money to fuel their cars, to pay their rent, to pay their school fees of their kids, to buy their food. Everything these government officials do, the taxpayers' money covers everything. Even the newspaper they read, the taxpayers' money covers it. So they don't understand when you tell them that garri is expensive. Things are expensive in the market. They don't, because they don't use their own pocket money, their own money, hard-earned money to buy these things. They take it from the taxpayers' money, and that is why they don't care. Don't forget that even in the north, it appears the northern Nigerian people, they've also woken up, to this protest. Many of them are saying that this protest must continue, must happen. It must happen because they are, the hunger is biting harder, because even before Tinubu came into office, there was already, this documentary on Kwashoko in the north. Then when Tinubu now came with this removal of fuel subsidy, guess what? the kwashiorkor level increase. I mean, many children in the north are currently malnutrition. They have this kwashiorkor and is it marasmus or so. They have that experience, growing thin with pot belly and big head, all those stuff. That is what some children are going through, and there's real hunger in the north. There's real hunger, and you know that most of them don't even have skill. They don't have good jobs. Some of them are just farmers, and with the insecurity, they can't go to farm. And guess what? There's a lot of tension going on in the north, and they themselves they vow that they are going to join this protest. One of them was even arrested.
I just woke up to the sack of Senator Ali Ndume, the youth. Sacking Senator Ali Ndume is not going to sack the intentions of the protest. A protest is very imminent, and we are gearing up. Northern Nigeria is gearing up. They say that the truth is like an open heart surgery. So why are you pained because Senator Ali Ndume said the truth to you? Well, we stand with our amiable senator. However you decide to treat this particular case, it's not going to deter us from the protest. We are going to be on the field, and we are going to exercise a civic responsibility. A protesting is a civic responsibility, and nobody can stop us from protesting. The time is now, dear Nigerian youths. If not now, when? If not you, who? The self is a friend of a man that masters himself. But for a man with no self-mastery, the self will be like an enemy at war. What cannot defend itself cannot be defended. Thank you.
Yeah, so that is it. So, guys, we are going to call it a day at this point. You've seen he was talking in respect of Senator Ndume, who has been removed from his position as the chief whip. He came out to criticize the Tinubu's government, that the Tinubu's government is being led by thieves, that Tinubu, what he's trying to say is that Tinubu does not have competent hands, helping him in his government. That is why Nigeria is collapsing. So when he made that statement, guess what? They came after him. And at the end of the day, he was removed as chief whip from the Senate. He was also removed as, there's this committee that he's a vice chair to, a vice president to, he has been removed too from that committee. And, SDP is wooing him to come over to them. Anyway, that's politics. But what this guy is trying to say is that removing Ndume is not going to prevent them from protesting, that this protest is going to happen in the north. So everybody is gearing up to this protest. But I tell you, it's for a good cause. It's for a good purpose. If Nigeria gets better today, even the military people, the police, all of them, those security agents that they will send after the Nigerian people, this protest is for their own good. It's for their own good. So nobody is doing it for his or herself, but it's for the good of the entire nation. Things must work in this country. So guys, we are going to call it a day at this point. I don't know if you have liked this video. Please, if you haven't, give me that support, like the video, and also support this channel by subscribing to the channel. And yes, we are going to be meeting here sometimes. It's not going to be regular because I have other things at hand. But please do me that favor to like the video, subscribe to the channel. That way you are supporting us. Drop your comments. I'm going to be going through it. Let me know what your thoughts are concerning all what we have seen in this video, from Aliko Dangote protesting, as regards to what the government is doing to him now, saying that his product is inferior to what the other ones that are importing from outside the country are bringing in. But he has come out to prove that his own is even more superior to their own. But because of the politics on ground, they are trying to tarnish his own image or the image of his company, something like that. So that is it. But you can see that Bayo Onanuga, that is calling Peter Obi to be the one responsible for the protest, is not doing a good job. He's not showing himself as, and will I call him an elder statesman, will I call him a patriotic Nigerian? He's not proving himself to be even worthy to be a spokesperson for a president of a country, because what he should be doing now is to be calming Nigerians. Oh, don't be patient, things will be good and all that. Not to come and be telling Nigerians that it's IPOB that is organizing this protest through Peter Obi. So guys, you can see it. That's why I deemed it necessary to bring up this point and to share with you guys the tweet that he tweeted. You can also make out time to go read the tweet on his handle there so that you get the understanding of the people that is working with Tinubu. They just hate anything Igbos. He said the Igbos are a threat to the Yorubas. This is the first time I'm coming across such a statement. Igbos are a threat to Yorubas. Ask me how. Maybe because they are mostly in Lagos doing businesses and all that. I don't know if that's what it means. But we know that Igbos have really helped, to ensure that Nigeria survives, because the economy of this country is like the engine of this country, and the Igbos have contributed to that. They've really done well in terms of that. In every part of the country, the Igbo man does not segregate. He goes there, he starts his business, he does his things, pays his tax and all that. They are not doing it for free. Even in Lagos, there we saw Landmark, whose company was demolished. I think he has left for Gambia, either Gambia or another African country. They've left. That's what I heard, that they've left for, going to establish in another country since Lagos don't accommodate them. But guess what? This man pays millions as tax monthly to the Lagos state government. And now they are chasing him out in the name of Igbos. Igbos, this ethnicity is a dangerous weapon. And that's why Peter Obi keep telling Nigerians to just keep ethnicity by the side, keep religion. He said, no religion buys bread cheaper. Keep it. This is what our politicians used to separate us. Please, let's keep it away from us. Let's unite as a country and fight for the cause, for the good of this country. Nigeria can be better than what we have today. So, guys, let's end it at this point. I really want to appreciate you for joining me. Those of you that joined to this point, I love you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate your presence. I don't take it for granted. And let's call it a day at this point. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to drop your comments below. Thank you and God bless you. Let's meet again some other time. And bye.